Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. In this video, the art of fermenting tea. In this video, we are going to be tasting our latest cooked pu'er tea, and we're going to be talking about what makes a good versus a bad fermented tea. This video is going to go under the tea masterclasses, drinking with friends, and single tea tastings playlists, a triple header. If at any point in time you enjoy this video, then make sure you hit it with a thumbs up. The more thumbs in the air, the more tea videos are going to come your way. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, go click that button. I'm here with Celine and Ugo. Debut on YouTube. Ugo's a good friend of ours, formerly an employee of Mayleaf.
True.
Yeah. So he used to be behind the bar. How many years were you working at Mayleaf?
3.5 actually.
3.5 years. So he knows his tea, but he hasn't tried this one yet.
So exciting.
And it's a Saturday. We are running a little bit behind schedule. I'm sorry, we're going to be editing and posting this up tomorrow because it's been crazy busy with the Black Friday weekend. If you haven't seen the Black Friday weekend offer, if you're watching this obviously this weekend, then go check it out. We've done a video about that already. It's still live. If you are watching us afterwards, then you can't take that off it anyway, but so it's been a mad weekend, but it's Saturday, we're here chilling out and we want to try a new tea. So we thought we'd get Ugo in because you like your pu'er teas, right?
Yes.
Do you prefer raw or cooked?
I like raw pu'er actually, but that's mainly because of the flavor, I would say.
Yeah.
And
cool. Well, we've got some ripe, but you drink ripe pu'er as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we've got a ripe pu'er that we want to introduce to everyone. Celine, do you do the honors?
I literally just printed that this week.
Yeah, so this is fresh off the press. This is...
No pressure.
This is our latest cooked pu'er. You can see the title on there. It's the After Party Enchanter.
Indeed.
The After Party Enchanter. The bear sitting on a chaise, lying on a chaise longue, chilling out next to a waterfall. But what is that waterfall? Is it a waterfall or is it something else? Anyway, we're going to be talking about the name and the artwork in a bit, but I think the most important thing is that we don't influence you too much.
Oh my God,
and we taste.
I was going to say what the waterfall was.
Don't talk about it. So yeah, we don't want to influence Ugo too much because we want to taste it. That's one cake that we've that's just been wrapped. Here is a cake that we've been eating into already. As I said, Celine and I have obviously tried this tea in selecting this tea, and I'm going to be talking to you about what I think makes this tea so special. But take a look at that. Looks good, no? First impressions, Ugo. What do you think?
Your thoughts.
Tell us your expert opinion.
Just grab it and smell it.
Your expert opinion.
Have a sniff. It's very difficult to get much out of the dry leaf, but you know,
it's hard because
but it's nice, good level of buds. You can see quite a lot of buds. Nice small leaf, which is a good thing as well. Usually, I mean, these are not exclusive or exhaustive rules at all, but you know, generally, if you see a nice small leaf and this golden kind of rusty colour, well, it means it's more bud heavy and that tends to produce a finer drink. Do you want to break into it?
Yeah.
You want to break into it here so people can see you cracking into this cake?
Shooting.
So this is brand new in. It actually is arriving next week, so we can only put it on pre-order. So it's going to be arriving probably Thursday next week. Splashed. And then we'll start wrapping them. But Celine is busy printing, right?
That would do.
Had a nice printing session.
I did, you know. I actually really enjoyed doing that print. I like doing new prints anyway. But it wasn't too difficult, this one. Sometimes it can be really a challenging day at Print Club when nothing goes right. The printers will know this.
Yeah, absolutely. You have good days and bad days.
But it makes it kind of more exciting when it does go well and everything prints really nice. So it's
the rough with the smooth.
Yes, exactly.
One defines the other. You can't have good if you don't have bad, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We're getting all yin yang on a Saturday. What are you getting?
Okay, now I get more
It's got some nuts to it.
nuts and like those cherries in alcohol.
Nuts.
What?
Brazil nuts.
Brazil nuts.
We say Brazil nuts. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Brazil nuts. Yes.
A lot.
Let me smell it again.
Yeah.
You know what? That's pretty spot on. And raisins. I get a bit of sultana.
I can kind of get there, yeah.
Yeah.
Really nutty. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely nutty and a little bit caramelly as well. Okay,
Oh.
let's give it a brew. Let's give it a rinse. Very important that you rinse your cooked pu'ers. And we're going to be talking about that in a little bit. But essentially, because it's fermented, right? There are lots of there's lots of fungal activity. There's lots of bacterial activity. All good stuff, and we're going to be talking about that in a section. Try and put it here so that they can see it and use the filter.
No, I'm rinsing it. I'm
Okay.
rinsing it.
Right, because you want to just get away. You want to throw away that initial rinse because it's more likely that that initial rinse will have some contaminants. Just kind of general through the fermentation or composting stage, there's going to be naturally things that develop, right? So you just want to pour that away. We'll talk about it in a second after we've tasted it. But you know, rinsing is a good practice to do with most teas, but I would say fundamentally essential for pu'er teas.
Yeah,
No?
that makes sense.
And it definitely, you know, when you even if you take any pu'er tea after you've rinsed it, it tastes very different to if you just brew it from dry.
Oh yeah.
There's that mustiness that comes
Yeah.
even with the high quality one. But
True.
anyway, let's have a sniff of that.
I'm so excited.
Have a sniff of the wet leaf,
Go for it.
and I will show the liquor to the camera. So this is, what color would you say this is?
It's like a Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's kind of Coca-Cola, but it's a little bit more red than that. No, it's got
Yeah.
a bit more red to it.
Red tinge.
It's got a slight.
So it's more like a liquor, actually.
Yeah, it's more like a
old liquor.
very, very oxidized. Yeah, prune juice.
Prune
exactly.
juice,
Like
yeah.
you know
Yeah,
how
yeah,
prune
yeah,
juice has that dark but slightly red look to it. What are you thinking on the smell?
Yeah,
Hugo?
what are you smelling?
I'm really excited. You know what I keep thinking?
What?
The more I smell it, you know, it's like, you know, it's not trickle syrup or maple syrup, kind of.
Oh,
Yeah.
If you didn't have sugar,
Yeah.
if you didn't have sugar, this
What, a
kind of-
maple syrup or a
without
treacle
sugar,
or-
yeah. So that would be a
Yeah.
healthy version of it.
You're doing well so far.
That's what I think about it.
Okay.
Let me smell it as well.
Yeah, it's a.
If you do it like a deep thing.
Oh my
So it's got a very desserty,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
sweet
Oh,
kind
so-
of note to it, right? It's got that kind of treacly, sugary kind of note to it.
That's what I would kind of.
I even get brioche in it.
Yeah,
is
a
weird.
bit of baked bread.
Yeah.
And that might be
it's
some
good.
of the
Like
natural
buttery.
kind of yeasts in the
Yeah.
in the fermentation process.
Yeah.
You know,
That
those
makes a
kinds
lot-
of
yeah,
things, you
makes
know.
sense, yeah.
Buttery.
Definitely.
It's got that buttery, baked, but
that's so
light
good.
brioche
Smells
bread.
amazing though.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm really excited to drink it.
Cheers, everybody. The
Cheers.
after party enchanter. Texture, super smooth, right? Unbelievably
Can I have
smooth.
another one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Thoughts?
Again, nougat without sugar, so there's nuts again for me. There's like this caramelly thing for some reason. I feel it like really strong.
So caramel, nougat,
Yeah.
but less on the nutty, more just pure kind of nougat?
yeah,
or-
that's what I was saying. That's why
Yeah.
I keep saying like take the sugar out of it because I'm trying to think about it like it's just a really raw flavor
Yeah.
of something really nutty, caramel.
Right, so nutty caramel.
Yeah, I would go for
Yeah.
that.
I
Right.
agree
But kind of-
completely.
You know, like
So
if you cook it for a
caramelly.
while, where it gets
Yeah,
quite-
so it's like cooked sugars.
basically,
kind of,
yeah, that's what I wanted.
Cooked
yeah.
sugars, but without the
what I
sweetness.
meant.
But and the texture for me is one of the most incredible things on here. It's very, very smooth. Going down, it's like butter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just so smooth.
it.
It doesn't. Yes, after a while, the dryness starts to come. You get a little bit of dryness on the tongue.
Yeah.
But the first instance after swallowing, it's really silky, isn't it? It's a very silky tea.
I was just thinking maybe that's how like
I love
a
it.
Tibetan tea, you know, the one with the butter and the milk.
Oh my god, yes!
you
I
know?
tried that. Yeah.
Have you
I
tried that before?
Yeah, when I went to Himalayas,
Was it
I went
salty?
to. It's very salty. I went to this Tibetan restaurant for my birthday, and they just gave us the tea afterwards.
Yeah.
and it was intense. Like I think I stopped halfway through, and I love tea, so it's
Was it more like a savory soup?
It was, yeah, that's why I found it, because I felt like I was not drinking tea but also eating at the same time, so it was quite awkward.
Yeah, I know.
And it's good, but
Yeah.
you should dose it.
Ah, yeah, everyone
very
says
salty
that.
as well,
It's
yeah.
like very salty. I always imagine it to be sweet,
And
but
it's kind
not.
of fatty as well, because they kind of...
Yeah, yak butter.
It's like insane.
it's
you can see
very-
it
very
boiling.
rich.
Whoa.
Anyway, so this is silky, it's smooth. We're getting caramels. Very, very. There's some nuts in there. There's.
Fudge. It's so
I mean, it still
fudgy.
does have a slight. For me, it still does have. You know how pu'ers, ripe pu'ers, have a slight medicinal taste to it. You know,
I
like
know what you-
almost
yeah.
like a herbal medicinal note. But I totally agree with you that the shining kind of flavors are much more like cooked sugars, nuts, and the reason why we made this waterfall look this way, or Celine made this waterfall look a little bit more viscous, is because we were trying to basically show kind of fudge waterfalls or caramel waterfalls.
Fudge.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm bad then.
Yeah, you
Well
nailed
done
it.
to me.
Pat on the back.
happy.
There you go, pat on the back.
That's
And
gonna
that's
be
why we
you.
made it that color as well,
that's
because we
cool.
wanted it to be kind of fudgy. Because for the first time that we tasted this tea, we were just like fudge.
Yeah.
Fudge and caramel, and
Yeah,
we
definitely.
loved it for that.
Definitely.
Instant
I agree with
fudge.
that.
Okay, so now we've gone through our initial tasting and we'll keep drinking it. Let's talk about what the art of the fermentation process, because I think that's really, really important. And
Yeah.
what is so interesting about this tea. So for those of you who don't know, the big difference between raw pu'er and ripe pu'er is that the ripe pu'er goes through a fermentation phase, which is sped up. So the raw pu'er is technically fermenting and oxidizing over years, whereas the ripe pu'er, they shorten the time and they do it artificially through a kind of wet piling process. So what they'll do is they'll take the leaf, they'll bring it to their fermenting factory, they'll pile the leaf up, and then they will usually put water, sometimes around
spray
30%, around no, quite a lot of water,
Really?
30% water over it, and it goes through a kind of composting phase. But the floor of the factories can usually are porous, and because they've gone through lots of fermentation before, they're like seeded with this culture of bacteria and fungus. Yeah, so fungi and bacteria are seeded within the floor. So that's like your starter, right? That's like when you have bread, you know, and you have your starter, you know,
you have to do it.
culture. You need your starter
Or like
culture.
kombucha with like the starter.
Right.
Yeah, right.
But then you've
Yeah.
also got the natural fungi and bacteria that live on the natural fresh leaf in these forests in Yunnan, and that's why getting good, relatively, you know, wild tea leaves are better, because they're going to have more of that kind of fungal and bacterial colony, right? Then what they do is they cover it with water, and then they put sometimes straw matting or other types of matting down. And what they do is that matting is also seeded with bacteria and with previous fermentation processes. So you're getting this kind of really rich diversity of fungi and bacteria. And I don't want people to be put off. I mean, people talk about
Yeah.
fungal activity and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and everyone thinks of that as negative, but we are all... You know,
We've got tons.
yeah,
of
we've got
them.
more.
Yeah.
You've got more you've got more microorganisms
Yeah.
in your body. You carry around with you more microorganisms in your body than you exist yourself. So you are, in a way, more of a vehicle for microorganisms than you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have more. And I know that some people talk about 10 times, but I think that that's not quite accurate. But it's still a hell of a lot of.
Yeah.
So we live in a symbiotic relationship with bacteria. That's how we survive.
That's
Yeah,
how.
exactly.
Yeah, that's what we need, isn't it?
And you know, now there is now a trend
Healthy.
back, finally, thankfully, towards misos and kimchis and sauerkrauts and kombuchas and kefirs, and long may that continue, because we are finally, like, you know, re-grasping this wisdom.
Yeah.
You know, that like the microbiome is essential for your health.
Yeah.
So don't be put off when I start to use words like fungal activity and bacterial activity, because that's part of
It's a good
nature
thing.
It's
and
nice
part
fungos.
of life. Exactly. Well, but this is the point.
Yeah.
Because there's so much diversity in the different fungi and bacteria, right? They've done tests, okay, and they have found nearly 400 different types of fungi,
Whoa.
and nearly
400.
600 different types of bacteria in pu'er tea. Right? So we are talking about massive diversity
insane.
here. Because there's so much diversity,
Yeah.
you can get it wrong and you can get it right. And we all know, even forget about the toxins part of it, we all know that there's really low quality ripe pu'er, which tastes squiddy and fishy and not very nice.
So fishy.
And all the way to like supremely fermented tea. And for me, when we tasted this tea, the first thing that stuck out was this has been fermented immaculately. Like the way that it's been fermented is immaculate. And so
Can I just say something?
yeah, go for it.
I can stop drinking.
That means that in the live, when I drank that really crappy fishy pu'er, we did like a
live
game.
session.
I kept getting that bloody fishy. That means I was having bad bacteria in me.
Well,
isn't it?
you know, I don't know. I don't know
Not
what. I don't know if they were
necessarily.
toxic or
I
not.
didn't
But
feel bad
certainly, I do.
afterwards.
I do believe that you should trust your taste buds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your nature has probably armed you with like enough like knowledge passed over generations to say that taste is not good for me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Yeah,
drink it.
this will put me off like just by trying it.
Is that
So I agree.
Oh
So
my
what's
God.
special about the after party enchanter
Yeah.
for us is the story, the backstory of it. So through our connections in Yunnan, there's a fermenter who's been fermenting for decades. Yeah, he's been fermenting probably since, because you know, fermentation, or this wet piling fermentation, is traditional in other parts of the world, other parts of China, but in Yunnan is relatively new. You know, 70s, 80s, kind of, it really kind of started to take off. And so we've got one fermenter, one person who's a producer who has been doing it for decades, right? So pretty much at its inception. His name is Mr. Huang, and he's a master fermenter, And what's special about this tea was he really took ownership of this tea. And he said he wanted to make a fermented or ripe pu'er tea, which he took ownership from the very beginning. So he selected the leaves, selected the pickings, and this is from 100-year-old tea trees. So it's not gushu, but it's certainly not plantation tea. So he's picked really high quality bulang leaves. He chose the leaves himself, and then he oversaw the entire wet piling process himself personally, from picking all the way to pressing into our may leaf cakes.
And did he do just for this specific batch?
So it's just
that you
this
got?
batch.
Yeah.
It's this batch.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
And this is what we're really privileged to be able to get this level of expertise from the whole process. Taking the ownership.
It tastes really
I'm
nice.
sick
I'm
of
sorry,
talking.
it's
I just want to
you're
drink.
talking, but I feel like I keep stealing tea.
Oh, it's
I promise-
changed actually. Second infusion.
It's really, really
Third
nice.
infusion.
Okay,
Yeah.
what are you getting? Well, take a pause from the
I
theory.
keep trying to think about what it tastes from the beginning, because I
Yeah.
said like those two things that I really think it is, but there's something else that I really think it tastes like, but I can't remember.
It's like a herbal note, I feel. You know, there's like
It's probably something else that I know, or something that I tried or drunk something.
I do get the herbal. I get a slight attic kind of note to it.
Frangelico.
Yes.
Oh
I was
my
about to say.
God,
I was about to
that's so
say.
good.
I was about to say. I wasn't
Because
gonna.
I was
wasn't gonna.
thinking it was missing the sugar, obviously, and the
Wow.
alcohol, but it is exactly what I was
that's amazing.
kind of tasting.
You did a really good job there, because I was going to say it has a slight
That's
alcoholic note, but
amazing.
Yeah.
Frangelico is the right.
I
Definitely.
can't believe you. That's so spot on.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm still on it.
You're like,
I'm happy that I still can identify good tea.
I still got it.
True.
Yeah, because you haven't been working at Mayleaf for what?
I left in February 2015.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 16.
16.
Last
Yeah.
year.
A
Sorry.
year and a half, but you
Yeah,
still
yeah.
got the taste buds. That's good. But you know, going back to the fermenting process, it's actually really interesting because you know, ripe pu'er tea has always been, over the decades, has been used as a digestive, like to help you digest, and it definitely works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does work.
You have like a heavy meal, and having a ripe pu'er is one of the best drinks for
Slow
that.
roasted.
But the slow roasted.
Slow roasted meat in the oven. Like,
Oh, so
and
meat.
with pu'er, it's just
Oh,
like
yeah.
delicious if you want to have a pork belly. I would, because this helps a lot.
Well, I forgot to say that Ugo
love
is from
food.
Portugal. He's from Portugal. He's a real
Yeah.
foodie, and the Portuguese like their meats, don't they?
Yeah, we like them slow roasted and like really fatty. So these teas actually just help a lot.
Yeah. So actually, it's the perfect Portuguese accompaniment to Portuguese food.
He's a very good cook as well, so.
Yeah. So the Ripe PuErh is well known for its digestive qualities, and it's interesting because the research that has been done shows that basically when you take the fresh leaf, the fresh leaf has a huge diversity of fungus and fungi living on the leaf, right? But quite a low diversity of bacteria. So lots of different types, but at low quantity. So it's all there, right? All the fungi is there, but at low quantity. And when you ferment it, what happens is the diversity shrinks a bit. So you're actually kind of, some colonies take over and other colonies die off, right? So it shrinks a bit, but it radically increases the amount, right?
Wow.
So radically increases the amount of this kind of activity. For bacteria, there's very little bacteria on the fresh leaf, but in Ripe PuErh, the bacteria content shoots through the roof as well. Again, lots of different good bacterias, you know, all these different things that live in the gut as well. And if you then take the in-between, which is raw PuErh, it's kind of in between. So the diversity is like closer to the fresh leaf, but as it ages, it does move towards similar profiles to the ripe, but it is different. So if you take aged raw and you analyze it compared to ripe, you're going to have slightly different sets of colonies, but it's closer. And there are plenty of fungi in tea, in the PuErh tea, that theoretically should create mycotoxins.
Right.
But what is actually interesting is when they analyze for the mycotoxins, it's very, very rare that they find it, and it's quite, not very, very rare, it's there, but it's in very, very low volumes. And so what they think is that the tea polyphenols, the actual tea constituents, allow the fungi to grow, but neutralize the toxins. So they it modulates the toxins. So, because that's one of the surprises, is that there are all these fungi which theoretically should create toxins, but they can't find the toxins in the tea.
Wow.
Do you understand what I mean? So there's something happening with the synergy or the relationship between the tea polyphenols and the fungi to kind of allow them to grow but neutralize the toxins. It's an interesting thing. And I would love to learn more, and I'm sure that there's more out there. If you've got more information, put the information in the comments section below. I'd love to read more, and I'm sure that we're going to get a lot more science out of it so we can understand these activities. But let's get back to the taste.
It's so delicious.
Can I
Yeah, go for it. Go for
just want to smell to see if it changes.
So you can get many infusions out of this.
Creamier now.
Yeah.
It's like it kind
I
of
agree.
goes in different ways, isn't it?
I'm starting to get more malt. Yeah. A little bit more of those kind of warmer, creamier notes to it.
I get a bit of creme fraiche, oiliness, you know.
I get kind of dark forest honeys. You know, those kind of dark, slightly medicinal,
the black
like
honey, you know,
Manuka
dark
honeys.
honey.
And, like those of dark honeys. That's
Yeah.
what I get from it. Medicinal honeys.
Is Hanukkah honey?
Manuka.
Manuka.
It makes me think of like grandma recipes every time I smell this. That's why I keep thinking about
Makes
like
you think of grandma recipes.
yeah, because it's like very like how to say, you know, you use this
Portuguese.
specific because my mom is from Madeira, so it's like they use black honey
Okay.
and they do Madeira cake, which is super heavy, but it tastes amazing. And these just remind me the same for some reason.
They do Madeira cake with black honey.
Yeah.
Because
They do
the Madeira cake that I've seen is always light and pale.
But that's because you buy it here. Because you have to bring it from Madeira. And then
Damn.
it's just like
I need
one
that
of the
in my
best
life.
cakes I've ever had. My mom sends me always like
You're bringing us. Get your mum to send us some
I
Madeira
have to.
cake.
Yeah, I'll ask her actually because it tastes amazing.
We'll
and with
drink-
tea,
would it
these
work
would
with
be
this?
amazing. Yeah, with
Okay,
PuErh.
so you're gonna come back. We're doing a Madeira
definitely.
cake, black Madeira.
I'll find
black
like a
honey.
proper one. There's like I know
Yeah.
a Madeira place even here. Or I asked her to send from there.
No, I want it from Portugal.
Yeah, I'll get it from there.
Okay, so we've done the look of the leaves, the look of the liquor. We've done the taste. We've done the texture. We've done the finish is quite clean, right?
Very clean.
Clean, which is what you want from a ripe PuErh. You
Yeah.
want that cleansing,
Yeah.
you know, stripping down the grease when you have
Yeah.
your pork belly, fatty pork
Yeah.
belly. You want that. You want.
It's just like once in a while though. Not all the time.
I'm sure
I
now
now
he
eat
says that.
salads, but then yeah.
You do like your veggies though, so that's good.
So it's good. It's got that cleansing note. It's definitely got this kind of medicinal honey-like note on the empty cup. let's talk a bit about the feeling, which I know is hard to assess because we've only been, shooting for 30 minutes or so. So it's not, not instant. But are you starting to feel it? Because I'm starting to feel something. I'm starting to feel a little bit kind of
Should I say before you say it?
Yeah, go for it.
Because I don't know what I should feel with it. Yeah, go for it. I have no idea. I would say I feel like actually awake a little bit. I hate feeling a good mood as well. Mm-hmm. It kind of like balances you mentally, so it just wakes you up and makes you slightly into me, yeah. A bit giggly though, I would say.
A bit
maybe.
giggly?
Yeah.
So you're saying a bit giggly,
I'm too energetic.
a bit awake,
Yeah.
A feel-good feeling.
Yeah, definitely.
So, do you understand why we call it the after party enchanter?
Now it kind of makes sense. Like, I actually forgot about the name, just realized now.
So basically, the reason why we call it the after party enchanter is because when we first drank this tea, we felt like you, like giggly, good mood, energy,
awake,
like awake energy, but not like hyper, like
no, I'm
party.
not like
And so we kind of related that feeling to the after party.
Yeah.
You know, you've gone, you've danced, you've had your fun, and then afterwards you're just like, you're on that mode where you're not like hyper, but you're awake and you're having a good conversation with a character like this guy who's just giving you good conversation, sitting out, chilling out at the after party, just kind of like this friendly character that you meet at the after party, having a good conversation, drinking tea. That's how we felt about it, and we stayed up quite late.
We stayed up really late. We were just like lying in bed, just talking non-stop, just talking.
Yeah, it was just chat.
It's nice, like laughing, talking.
No, I can see that because I definitely feel like I said, like energetic and happy.
Yeah.
But I'm not anxious about that because that's what happens when you drink coffee. I mean, at least to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I do this, I'm not like.
It's not shaky.
No, I'm just like happy and energetic, and I feel good.
Yeah, but also kind of for me, also it has that just nicely settled feeling. I don't feel like I need to go out partying. I feel like I'm just like good where I am, have a chat, which is why the chaise longue bear we felt was the right character.
I was wondering actually.
Just like this guy with a pillow under his arm, just chilling but having a conversation,
listening, chilling.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good after party after.
Yeah, so he's the after he's the after party enchanter. He's the kind of person that you meet at an after party. You have a really good conversation, and then you forget to exchange numbers.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like, and in a way, you're kind of happy because it was that one little perfect little moment. Where you had that after party experience.
I know the feeling.
Yeah. I'm
definitely.
Sure you do. Portuguese people, they eat fatty foods and they know how to party.
For sure.
What time did you go to bed last night?
6.
That's what I thought. So you probably had, you just need to carry some of this tea around.
That's all I needed today.
Exactly. All right, I think we should do one more infusion. Do you want to heat that up?
Ding, ding,
And so, this is our new tea, and I think that the key here really is it would actually be really nice to do a tasting, horizontal tasting with other Ripe PuErhs, so you can taste the difference that like a really master fermented tea tastes like. But you will know if you try a Ripe PuErh, you will know if it's bad fermentation, certainly. But this is definitely something special. So
that would be like, for example, a normal cooked pu'er would be like following the standards basically to fermented.
Yeah.
Whether this one is done with knowledge, more like a craft kind of.
Well, I think that the chef analogy is the right way to look at it. Like, a chef can pass on the knowledge of how to do something to his sous chefs.
There's something else.
But like, there's something about like a head chef cooking you a meal, his food or her food, themselves, where they just have that extra little bit of knowledge. And as I said, for me, what strikes me about this tea is it tastes planned.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It tastes crafted. It doesn't taste like, these are the bacteria and fungi, let's see what happens. It tastes like, no, I know if I do this and I seed it with this material and I put it on this floor, that it's going to produce this really smooth, silky, fudgy, caramel, gorgeous tea. But we will keep drinking It's going to be a nice nice Saturday afternoon for us. We're going to edit this video, get it online tomorrow morning. But from all of us in London,
cheers, guys.
Cheers, everyone.
Thanks
no matter
for
what you're
watching.
drinking, make sure it is the good stuff.
Yeah, true.
That's it, tea heads. If you made it to the end of this video, then please hit it with the thumbs up. Check out our YouTube playlist and let us know if there are any videos that you would like us to make. If you're ever in London, then come visit us in Camden to say hi and taste our wares. If you have any questions or comments, then please fire them over. Other than that, this is Celine, this is Ugo, and I'm Don from Mayleaf. Thank you for being a part of the revelation of true tea. Stay away from those tea bags. Keep drinking the good stuff and spread the word, because nobody deserves bad tea.
Bye.
Bye.